Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. I am your host, C Money. And before we start our video, I want to say I do apologize. My video did get cut off earlier. I was at the Riverland Shopping Center and residencies and it got cut off. But we're back. We're now at another hotspot. We are at Sewell Park here, which is just a few minutes away, less than a few minutes away from the Riverland Shopping Center. This is on the other side of the 836. No. Actually, this is not on the other side. This is across the bridge. And as you can see over here, that is the 836 Expressway. I try to go to interesting areas and interesting parks and places that is more of a interesting setting to come out. City of Miami, E.G. Sewell Memorial Park. I don't know who E.G. Sewell is. Now, this is a park here. The other entrance was closed off. This is closed now. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic here, and it's automatically due to, the bridge and the boat bridge, the drawbridge, and also because of Sewell Park and because of the 836 Expressway. Now, here's the entrance of Sewell Park. I knew this park existed. I just never been here, and I always wanted to check out these parks. You will know I'm a big fan of nature trails and stuff like that, and I'm always a fan of trying out different areas and different parks, especially these parks that might have a history behind it. We're going to see what this is saying. This is probably used to be something here. I don't know what it is. E.G. Sewell Memorial Park. This site marks the tropical garden area of property purchased by General Samuel Crocker Lawrence from 1832 to 1911 and 1897. His land extended from the Miami River south to what is now Northwest 7th Street and approximately between Northwest 10th Avenue and Northwest 18th Place. During the Civil War, 1861 through 1865, Lawrence served as a brigadier in general in the Massachusetts militia and was injured at the First Battle of Bull Run in 1861. After the war, he settled in what would become Medford, Massachusetts, and after incorporation, he served as the city's first mayor. He ran his family's rum distillery and managed what became the Boston and Maine Railroad. Where we are now, Lawrence created a lushly landscaped garden of royal palms with a guest house and a boat slip. Lawrence grew grapefruit on much of the remaining of his land in 1909 and 10,000. And in 1909, over 10,000 boxes of his Riverside Grove brand were shipped to New York. After Lawrence's death in 1911, his property was subdivided, and in 1921, this portion of the estate became known as the Lawrence Park Subdivision. During its development, the Lawrence Canal was dug from the river south of to Northwest 7th Street. Nearby are oolitic limestone caves that are well known to early Miami residents, said to have been made from solution holes that were entangled during the construction of this inland waterway. The garden was acquired by the city of Miami in 1964 and dedicated as the E.G. Sewell Memorial Park in honor of Miami's first famous pioneer, former three-term mayor, 1927 to 1929, 1933 to 1935, and 1939 to 1940, which is the and long life promoter of the Magic City. The Parks Department demolished General Lawrence's former guest house in 1969. Oh man, today one can see the remains of Lawrence guest house and also parts of the water pump used by General Lawrence to irrigate the tropical plants and the grapefruit groves nearby. The boat slip at the shoreline was once covered and was built before 1910. The unique combination of native and exotic flora, as well as its beautiful location along the Miami River, makes this cite one of the most captivating parks in Miami-Dade County. E.G. Sewell, 1927, Historical Museum of Southern Florida. So, I don't know what this is, but I'm sure it's part of thing. It says you can see part of the house and the boat ramp, but I don't know. This is a playground. I'm guessing this playground is relatively new, or it's been here like remodeled and stuff like that. But you can walk down here. We're gonna walk down this little trail right here. I walked here from River Landing, so because I wanted to learn more about this park and other, because a lot of these parks here in South Florida, they are have significant history behind it. So you want to do. I'm gonna have to step lightly because it did rain heavily yesterday. So most of these parks have grassy water, like over here and over here and over there. So I have to, be cautious on where I step. Oh, so the boat is I'm guessing the boat thing was let up. So now I don't know where his house relies or where the boat ramp resides at, because it doesn't really give you an understanding of this. I did cross this thing in the traffic field, and as you know, the mosquitoes out here, and the rain mosquitoes, after it rains and the sun comes out and stuff, you get heavy mosquitoes, and those little like flies and stuff that comes after rain when the sun is out and stuff like that. There's heavily presence out here. So, and this is also the Miami River. As you can see right there, that is River Landing right there. So you can see how close we are to the River Landing shopping and residential complex here. And these are a lot of, you can see how the water is really so high rise up to where it's literally touching the shoreline, like, and I guess because it is spring and it is, the rainy season is upon us. So, now a lot of these, you're going to see a lot more of, high tides and, a lot of rain washing up on the shores and stuff like that. So a lot of things. We're going to go over here. Yes, this right here, over here, the Miami River, this, like I said, this is the area where most of the cargo ships have their businesses, and a lot of cargo ships come here and, stuff like that. So that's a picnic bench area right here, but I'm probably going to sit over here. I'm guessing a lot of these high rises that sits near the park was a part of his landscaping area, but they got, like I said, I think it got divided. So a lot of this park was preserved, a lot of this area was preserved and named to him. I was gonna sit here, but since it's tilted, I'm just gonna sit right here. Even though the sun is not out, it is kind of humid. So I am sweating a little bit, but this park is historical. I mean, I like to go to a lot of these parks because a lot of these parks, they do have historical significance. We've been to a lot of these parks. If you've seen my histories in South Florida or my hotspots in South Florida, a lot of these parks that I have visited did have significant history. And this is E.G. Sewell Park. It was named after E.G. Sewell. So, big ups to him. You're going to see a lot of boats that's passed through in and out. There's one of the boats again. Remember, we seen one of those boats earlier when we did the video at Riverland Landing. So, yeah. But on this side, from River Landing, I'm sorry, I keep messing it up. From River Landing, which is over there, if you go out into the water area, you're going to see the 836 Expressway. You're going to see a lot of houses and stuff like that. and a lot of boats and stuff. Over here, you're going to see a lot of boat yards, and you're going to see a lot of buildings for boats and boat storages. And over there, you see where they have cargo area, where they have a cargo area for, cargo ships and stuff like that. So it's a relaxing park. You can come out here and relax. You can come out here and enjoy yourself. You can come out here and I did get some snacks because I am kind of thirsty, so I did get a water and a bag of chips and stuff like that because I am kind of thirsty. I don't know what type of park this is. I don't know if they have a water fountain or irrigation system where I can get water at and stuff like this, because some of these parks that I have visited in the past, they don't have water, or if they do have water, they have that hot water that comes out of the ground where it may not be water. Oh, the bridge is going back up. Now this is a problem that I see that there's a problem, because there's a high traffic area over here. I never showed you this because during my time traveling from River Landing and over here, this bridge comes up a lot, and north of 17th Avenue is a two-way traffic. There's 2 lanes going in the north area, 2 lanes going in the south area, and a lot of traffic goes over here. So it's kind of where that if you're getting somewhere, you're going to be stuck. And on my way here, there was an accident that occurred where somebody was turning, and then the other person was coming, and I guess they hit the car. And I don't know if the police was summoned, but then that made traffic even backed up even worse. Give me one moment, I need to take a drink. If I can get this top off. Whew. I damn near dropped the whole bottle. But okay. Going to give you an overview of the park. Now, I don't know where his house sat at and where it got torn down at, but I know they say that his house sat here and it got torn down. But I can't honestly tell you where it's at. Maybe it was the little stone area that we seen where I was reading the plaque. So maybe it was that, or I don't know where his boat slip was for his boats at. We're going to take another walk. Why don't we just take another walk as well? Because I want to actually see more. Excuse me. I want to actually see more of this park and what lies within this park, because we're just sitting here for a second and we have a little bit of time. This park may not take a full 30 minutes to do this park. I know certain areas of the park gets roped off, because I see that while I was walking there was an entrance, and one of the entrance where they did have a sign that said Sewell Park. If you saw the beginning of the building, a fly just went right into my face, and so we're gonna walk over here. This is a nice place. I don't think I've seen any barbecue grills, so I wouldn't say that this is a place where you probably can barbecue. You probably can, but I have to watch out, because remember I told you there's water in this grass because it did heavily rain yesterday. So a lot of these parks will be submerged in water in the grass, so you have to watch out for a lot of these parks, a lot of these areas. We're gonna come over here near the bridge area and see what's over here. This is the first time I've ever been to this park. A lot of these parks that I do episodes on, I usually do them, and this will be the first time I've ever been to these parks. I just come out here so I can get a better understanding of these parks, but I don't know exactly, much about these parks. I just know that some of these parks are near the waterways. They're, where people can come out and relax and watch the boats go by, or they have, some type of history behind it where people can come and they can actually, intake the scenery of the park. And like here, you're near the waterways of the Miami River, so you get to intake a lot of the area for water and stuff like that. So it ain't much that's here. So you don't get to see, you don't get to see much. Hello. There's another boat. Somebody rented out a boat. Relaxing and chilling on the boat. Oh, this is the boat slip. I'm guessing this is the boat slip that they was talking about that sits here. We're gonna go around. It's actually, it's kind of weird because now the boat slip looks kind of weird. Where, you know, how did the boat turn? It must have been a small boat, but we're gonna go around and check it out. But it must have been a small boat because the boat slip looks kind of weird. But ooh, these flies. Yeah, this is the boat slip, but it's kind of weird. It must have been a small boat because I don't know how many boats you can't get no big boat off of here. And then it looks like somebody had a wood with some nails in it. So let's come over here. Attention. You can't really see what it said because it got thing off. Let me look over here. This might be hello. Hi, doggy. Hello. 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 Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. Uh-oh. As y'all see, I was being attacked by a dog. Oh, wow. It's funny. But yeah, this is the boat ramp. I guess they was prohibiting people from the boat ramp and stuff like that. But yeah, the dog is protective of his native. Okay. It's okay. I understand. Okay, we're gonna walk this way. I feel raindrops, so I think it's going to eventually rain. So I'm guessing this is like the nature area of the park that's probably got closed off because, you know, over the years you done had damage to a lot of the nature areas and preservation, and I'm quite sure see that there's a lot of water over here, so I can't walk that way. But this is closed off. This is probably was a nature trail or a nature part of the park, but apparently that is closed off now because, you know, a lot of, you know, in Miami, a lot of weather damage occurs to where a lot of these parks, I don't know if you've seen several of my other episodes. I know Mills Pond, I did a video, and they have a area as far as Gwendol's Park as well too. They have areas that was damaged by severe weather and hurricanes and stuff where they either got closed permanently or they temporarily got closed due to reconstruction of the areas. And a lot of this stuff, you know, that's what it is. So a lot of these places got reconstructed and stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is the area where that got reconstructed. Now where his house sits, or where his house did sit at, I couldn't tell you. I can see there's some stairs here and there's some stairs here. So I'm guessing his house was somewhere around in this area here. Let's go. I believe that's the paramedics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because since we're near the hospital, since we're near the hospital, you know, you have the paramedics. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is basically, should I walk up the steps? I should walk up the steps. I'm gonna see if I can walk up these steps, because these steps are like, because you can walk up these steps, but I don't know if you can walk up these steps. But I'm gonna see if I can try to walk up these steps. I'm sure I could, but like, there are other people that probably can't because of the way that the steps have been over the years. The steps probably have changed and stuff like that. So, all right, we are back up here. Oh, there are more steps. So you can pretty much see that this park is somewhat has historical significance. Well, it does have a historical significance, but it's, oh look, my type of boat. Where you at? Where you at? Girls on the boat. Girls on the boat, twerking and shaking. Girls on the boat. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Can I get on the boat? Let me stop. My girlfriend watches this. She'll probably kill me. I'm sorry, baby love. I'm sorry. But yeah. So I'm guessing a lot of these steps are basically where his house was built. So I honestly cannot tell you. Oh, there's something over here as well. Let's go over here and see what this is. So I couldn't honestly tell you where a lot of this stuff is at. So I think a lot of these was built. Let's go over here and see what this is. So there are bathrooms. There are porta potties here. So if you want to go to the restroom, instead of taking a pee-pee in nature, you can go to an actual restroom. So that's a good thing, because a lot of these parks don't have restrooms, and a lot of the parks that do have like recreational buildings, the restrooms are inside the recreational buildings. And a lot of the parks that don't have recreational buildings, they don't have restrooms to where, you can't use the restroom. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know. There's actually no sign. I don't know what the heck that is that just came out of there. That's a big old, that's a cat. I was wondering what that was. But I don't know what this is. It doesn't have any type of sign on it. I guess it's an old machine, probably one of Sewell's machines, but it doesn't have an actual sign that tells you what it is or something like that. So I don't know. If you know what it is, let me know. Comment. Let me know what it is. So okay, this is it. I thank you for watching this. There are barbecue grills here. There is a little picnic area. You could probably have a little party, and they have a pavilion. No camping or sleeping allowed. This is an area where you can come out here. You can do. So this is interesting. So okay, this is it. We are at E.G. Sewell Park, also known as Sewell Park, here in the Miami. Okay. Oh yeah. As I can see, this is the Miami River. So we are in between the Attapata and Little Havana areas. So if you want to get an understanding of this, we are south of Attapata, significantly north of Little Havana, because you're over the bridge, the Miami River, because Miami River is here, and you are north of the 836 Dolphin Expressway. You are south of the Miami River. You are north of Little Havana, significantly north of Little Havana. You are a minute away from the Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins baseball team. You are south of Attapata and the Health District. You are less than 5 minutes away from River Landing, which is over there. You can see the apartments and the residencies right there through the trees. And you are west of downtown Miami, Overtown and Brickell. And you are east of Attapata, Little Havana, or wherever is east of here or west of here. So this is it. This is Sewell Park. If you have any comments, questions, if you know any information about this park, you can also comment at the bottom of this page. You can also comment about the river landing episode that I did earlier. Remember, I did get cut off of the river landing episode. You can comment at the bottom of that page as well too. Email us roundtable00@yahoo.com. If you've ever been to this park, if you ever had any memories of this park, if you ever threw a party at this park, just let me know. Email roundtable00@yahoo.com to comment at the bottom of this page. And that's it. This is the Roundtable Talk. I am your host, C Money. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated, and I will see you in a little bit in the next episode. Take care.